Sing and learn through songs.
Play and sing, learn everything with ease.
See and hear, remember forever with ease.
Let the flowers of knowledge bloom in our hearts.
Let us move ahead and become the best. Sing and learn through songs. A world of vision filled with colors. Messages come from the retina. The brain creates the sights we see. With rods and cones working together, all the secrets hidden in vision. Let us learn them one by one. Singing, smiling, having fun. Let us learn the story of the eye. Eye, dear eye, our seeing eye. You show the whole wide world to us. When light reaches the retina, a nerve impulse is formed. The optic nerve carries the message, traveling towards the brain. When the brain identifies a message, we can see the colorful world.
Which are the important parts that protect and guard the eye?
Eyebrows, eyelids, and eyelashes
Are the protectors of the eye.
The tear glands also work together, keeping both our eyes protected. Eyebrows stop the flowing sweat. Eyelids keep the dust away. Tears will clean and moisten the eyes, keeping them safe every day.
Eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes.
And the tear glands too. All our friends that guard the eye's own protecting soldiers.
What are the three important layers
Found within the human eye.
The outer coat is called the sclera.
The middle coat is the choroid.
The inner sensory coat is the retina.
These are the three layers of the eye.
Inside the sensory layer, the retina.
Photoreceptors can be found,
Rod cells and cone cells live there,
working there within the eye. After light enters the human eye, how does it reach the retina? It first enters through the cornea, then through the aqueous humor, through the pupil into the lens, then through the vitreous humor.
finally upon the retina.
The rays of light will arrive.
Cornea,
Aqueous humor,
pupil, lens,
vitreous humor.
retina.
This is the pathway followed by light. Eye, dear eye, our seeing eye. You show the whole wide world to us. When light reaches the retina, a nerve impulse is formed. The optic nerve carries the message, traveling towards the brain. When the brain identifies the message, we can see the colorful world.
Who knows the part that controls?
The size of the pupil in the eye.
It is the iris
It is the iris.
that controls the size of the pupil.
When bright light enters the eye, the pupil becomes smaller. When the light is faint or dim, the pupil becomes larger. Power of accommodation.
Can you tell us what it means?
To see objects clearly when they are either nearby or far away.
The ability to change the curvature
Of the lens is accommodation.
Changing the focal length of the lens
Gives us clear and focused vision,
The ciliary muscles work together,
controlling the curvature of the lens. What is the main difference between
rod cells and cone cells?
rod cells? Help us see clearly when the light is faint and dim.
Rhodopsin is the visual pigment,
That is present in the rod cells. Rod cells cannot identify colors,
but they respond to light intensity.
even when the light is very dim.
They help us see the world around us.
Cone cells help us see clearly when the light is strong and bright,
They help us identify colors.
and contain the pigment photopsin. Rod cells dim light vision.
Rhodopsin is their pigment.
Cone cells color vision.
Photopsin is their pigment.
Rod cells do not identify colors,
Cone cells help us identify them.
living together in the retina. They give the gift of sight to us. How do we experience vision? Through the working of our eyes.
When light falls upon the retina,
Rod and cone cells are activated.
inside their visual pigments,
Chemical changes then take place.
as a result within these cells,
A nerve impulse is produced
the optic nerve carries the message from
from the retina to the brain.
the visual center in the brain.
Analyzes all the messages.
Only then,
Yes,
only then,
we experience the sense of vision. How do we experience color vision?
and what is color blindness?
Cone cells present in the retina give us the ability to see colors.
They respond to red, green, and blue.
The three primary colors of light,
Three types of cone cells work together.
helping us recognize many colors
When some cone cells do not function,
correctly as they should,
a person may be unable.
to identify certain colors.
This condition is called color blindness.
A defect affecting color vision. Eye, dear eye, our seeing eye.
You show the whole wide world to us.
Rod cells work in dim light.
Cone cells give us
Color vision. Rhodopsin is the pigment in rods.
Photopsin is the pigment in cones,
Light is changed into nerve impulses.
carried through the optic nerve.
When the brain identifies the message, we experience the sense of vision.
Rods and cones and the retina
Are the faithful friends of sight. From the cornea to the retina.
Dear children, through today's educational song, we understood many important facts about the eye and vision in a very simple way. We learned through the song about the parts that protect the eye, the main layers of the eye, the path of light through the eye, how the size of the pupil is controlled, power of accommodation, rod cells, cone cells, rhodopsin, photopsin, nerve impulse, optic nerve, color vision and color blindness. Now, to check whether you have really understood the lesson, let us recall once again the 8 questions and answers we learned through the song. First question: what are the main parts that protect the eye? Answer: the eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes and tear glands are the main parts that protect the eye. The eyebrows prevent sweat from reaching the eyes. The eyelids and eyelashes prevent dust from entering the eyes. Tears clean the eyes, keep them moist and protect them. Second question: what are the 3 main layers of the eye? Answer: the sclera, also called the outer coat, the choroid, also called the vascular coat, and the retina, also called the sensory coat, are the 3 main layers of the eye. The light-sensitive rod cells and cone cells are found in the retina, which is the sensory layer of the eye. Third question: How does light enter the eye and reach the retina? Answer. Light first enters the eye through the cornea. It then travels through the aqueous humor, pupil, lens, and vitreous humor, and finally reaches the retina. That is cornea, aqueous humor, pupil lens, vitreous humor, retina. This is the path traveled by light through the eye. Fourth question. Which part controls the size of the pupil? Answer. The iris controls the size of the pupil. When bright light enters the eye, the pupil becomes smaller. In dim light, the pupil becomes larger. Fifth question. What is power of accommodation? Answer. Power of accommodation is the ability of the eye to change the curvature and focal length of the lens in order to see both nearby and distant objects clearly. The ciliary muscles control the curvature of the lens. Sixth question. What is the difference between rod cells and cone cells? Answer. Rod cells are the cells that help us see in dim light. Rhodopsin is the light-sensitive pigment found in rod cells. Rod cells cannot identify colors. However, they help us detect light intensity and see in dim light. Cone cells are the cells that help us see in bright light and recognize colors. Photopsin is the light-sensitive pigment found in cone cells. Seventh question. How do we experience vision? Answer. When light falls on the rod cells and cone cells in the retina, chemical changes take place in their light-sensitive pigments. As a result, a nerve impulse is formed. The optic nerve carries this message to the visual center of the brain. We experience vision when the visual center of the brain analyzes these messages. Eighth question. How do we get color vision? What is color blindness? Answer. The cone cells in the retina give us color vision. There are three types of cone cells that respond to red, green, and blue light. The combined activity of these three types of cone cells helps us recognize different colors. When some cone cells do not function properly, a person may be unable to recognize certain colors. This condition is called color blindness. Children, if you remember these 8 questions and answers well, you will be able to learn the important concepts in the lesson eye and vision very easily. One more small thing. Subscribe to this channel to receive the upcoming educational songs easily. Those who wish to learn through songs like this can become members of the Paadi Padikkam family today. Learning important subjects such as biology, chemistry and physics through songs like these will help you understand concepts more easily and face examinations with greater confidence. Those who are interested in becoming members may send a WhatsApp message to 90610271. Type your name, your preferred language and PMS in the message. The membership link will be sent to you in reply. With that, today's Paadi Padikkam, let us learn through songs. Learning journey comes to an end. We will meet again in the next educational song. Thank you. Greetings, I am your own Ivan from Paadi Padikkam.
Sing and learn through songs.
Play and sing, learn everything with ease.
See and hear, remember forever with ease.
Let the flowers of knowledge bloom in our hearts.
Let us move ahead and become the best.